actually heard just recently that they're now making a claim that in that ambulance there was, I think, four or six Hamas operatives. Is what they're now claiming, and now they're asking the question is what were 4 or 6 Hamas operatives doing?
You see,
in the ambulances.
that's correct.
Ambulances. I'm
You
not
see,
sure if you've heard that claim.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. I mean, look, this is one of the common tactic is to always say. I mean, it boils down to the same thing. Ultimately, is to say that somehow some of them, or at least all of them, or part of them, were somehow affiliated with Hamas. So it boils down to the same argument. It's called blame shifting. So sometimes when answering journalists, they might use a number of deflecting tactics all in one response. This is what makes it difficult for the journalist or the other person listening and answering the questions. For example, they might use blame shifting. You're talking about the number of people killed in the ambulance as well, bulldozed by Israel. So number one, they will say, well, if Hamas didn't use ambulances to travel, we wouldn't have to do that, right? So number one is to blame Hamas. Number two, coupled with that, they might say, well, we made a mistake, right? Because this is called weaponizing a regret. Because ultimately, when they see they cannot really whitewash this, they will say, we made a mistake, right? Because then they will use this to say, look, we are a moral army because when we mess up, we admit our mistakes. So this is part of the whole Hasbara strategy. Sometimes they even allow their spokesperson to say we made a mistake because they will use it as something of a green tick to say, look,
benefit.
Exactly.
Even their own regret is used as a benefit.
Exactly. So this is what they do. But the point is, we understand there's one mistake, but a series of mistakes. It's called a pattern of ethnic cleansing.